My name is Dr. Dawn. I work at Performance Place Sports Care, and I'm just one part of the locally world-famous chiropractors here in Costa Mesa, California. At some point in this video, there may be a free gift that pops up that we want you guys to try to take advantage of. A lot of people always ask, what are the next steps after something like this worked really well for me? We're giving you a free webinar to take advantage of that goes over the top diagnoses of hip pain, educational videos, things to try, so much information on there for you to take full advantage of. So please click on that when that does pop up there for you, okay? So we're gonna get right into it now. I'm gonna show you that one exercise that I want you to try, but before we do it, let's try an audit process. This is something that we use in the office all the time. It shows that this is gonna work for you and something that you should do. It gives you improvement afterwards. So I want you to try bending forward, okay, like we showed. I want you to try sitting in the chair or sitting on the toilet, or try whatever other movements that you need to see what provokes your pain. Not something that's gonna debilitate you, but something that you really notice like, oof, there's my issue, this is what I feel all the time. Try it now and then try this exercise, okay? We're gonna call this a crossover roll, okay? A lot of times it's not that you need to stay away from bending your hips or squatting down or anything of that sort. A lot of people will get advice like that, like you can never squat again, or you should avoid bending your knees to your hips, or I'm sorry, your knees to your chest, finding flexion in the hips, things of that sort. In this office, we disagree most of the time, okay? And so what we're gonna do is try to build up the support and the stability that you need to find that hip flexion, that spinal flexion, all of that sort of stuff. So crossover roll is what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay on our backs here after we've audited our movements, and we're gonna start in this position, okay? We'll take this step by step. Bring your knees to your chest here, and we're just gonna hold and breathe for a little bit. You may notice that at first you might feel a little discomfort, but the more we hold here, the less it starts to hurt, okay? This is where we're just slowly starting to adapt to these movements again. As long as this feels good for you, we're then going to increase the pressure. So let me turn to a different angle so you can see it here. Knees up, feet up, hand to the opposite knee. I'm gonna try to push in this direction, but we're gonna start to resist. So slowly ramp up that pressure between your hand and your knee. Feel the belly start to work. Feel the hips work less, and slowly relax, okay? If that felt good for you, we're gonna go further. If this feels like as far as you can get, then stay here for a little while. But again, the next step to this, once we increase this pressure here, I want you to pretend like there's a $100 bill someone's trying to steal from you. Don't let them steal it. And also read the fine print on that $100 bill. Hold here, find your pressure, breathe, and slowly, again, come back down. We got one more step to this. Again, if that's as far as you think you can go, then stay there and practice it. The last step to this crossover roll is actually making it a rolling movement. So hand out to the side here for some support. Again, same setup, hand to knee. Don't let them steal the $100 bill. Read the fine print and slowly try to roll to the floor here. Control it all the way down. Keep the pressure between your hand and knee as you slowly roll back. At any point, if anyone was there trying to pull your hand and knee apart during this entire movement, they won't be able to. So keep all that pressure between the hand and the knee as we roll again and slowly roll back. We're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, but you're gonna go until you feel a really challenging amount of fatigue in the core there, okay? Again, sharing just a little bit of the story of the patient I had do this. She was having pain with bending forward, finding the flexion in the hips. Sitting onto the toilet in the mornings, she had that as well. But for some reason, when we did this exercise, or if we squatted her really low to the ground, she had no pain, which you would think actually would hurt it more if we go into more of that flexion. So what we did is this exercise, we built up the support and the stability that she needed there. We showed her body that this was okay and safe for her. We found a very challenging amount for her, so to the point where she just felt like she couldn't only maybe do a couple more, but we didn't. And then we retested bending forward and sitting down in a chair, and she noticed about 80% improvement after this, okay? So we have tons of exercises and videos for hip pain on our YouTube channel that you can fully take advantage of if you like to. Continue to cipher through that. Go on our search engine, type in hip pain, type in glute exercises, core exercises, whatever it is you're looking for, it is there for you for a reason. Take full advantage of it. But if you're trying to, or if you're tired of, ciphering through all the information on the internet and what's right for you, maybe you've been to PT before and PT just didn't seem to work out well for you. Maybe you were sent home with exercises that actually hurt you and didn't help you, or they just didn't feel challenging enough. A lot of times I even hear some people go home with a piece of paper of exercises and it wasn't really individualized for them. Reach out to us. We hear these stories all the time. We work with people who are told they can never squat again, that their PT just didn't work well for them when really they didn't have the exercises that were correct for them. All kinds of stories out there that we've dealt with. I want you guys to reach out to us, just chat with us, do a consult if you want to. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You just need to reach out and tell us what's going on, and we can help guide you in the right direction of what you're looking for. The first step is just reaching out. So email or phone call, we're here for you.